I hunt a lot, have hunted all my life, trapped as a youngster, and have dealt with hides and animal skins, that sort of thing. I got involved in taxidermy as far as the educational part of it about 12 years ago, 13 years ago. No, actually, it's 1999. The reason I got into it was I had harvested a bear, and I took it into a taxidermist to get a rug made, and the hide got ruined at the taxidermist, and it was a pretty special moment for me as the first bear that I harvested, and I got to the point where I didn't ever want to have that happen again. I did it full time for a while, and got away from it, and basically do it as a hobby now. I really enjoy doing it. It's a release for me. I appreciate the aspects of it as being an art. Taxidermy is not so much stuffing animals as far as mounting, the way people are doing them. They're adding habitat to mounts and that sort of thing, just to try to make them look more realistic. So many people get things mounted for the wrong reason, and you see that also. You'll do a mount for somebody, and they'll take it home, and they'll ask their buddies to come over and look at it. And the first thing they do is they look at the horns. They don't look at the mount. I mean, that's all they care about is the horns, and that's the reason a lot of people get stuff mounted, is for the ego part of it, instead of the actual beauty of mounting that animal to preserve what it looked like, and the beauty of the animal, or the appreciation of the animal. The appreciation of the animal should be the most important thing, not the size of the horns or how big the animal is. I find it real interesting. I've done a couple of shows in the past when I was doing it full time, and I had a mount of a dead fox, or a fox, that was a little pedestal mount with a dead pheasant in its mouth. And women thought that even though it showed death, women thought that was one of the most interesting mounts that they had ever seen, and they appreciated it for the art of that mount. So it's little things like that where you do a mount that's not a big animal, but a little animal, and the appreciation can be there for the art aspect of it, and not just for the ego part of it. It's like anything. I mean, you find better ways to do things as you progress in your education and your learning of whatever you do. You see the progression of a project when you start it, to being very crude to a finished product when you're done. And the thing I'm not afraid of, I have the patience now to do it, is if something turns out bad, I'll fix it. And I've learned a lot over the years on, to have the courage to say, this doesn't look right. I need to rehydrate and pull it apart and fix it. And in most situations you can do that, especially hide animals. And I think one thing you do see is these animals, forms, birds, fish, whatever. The progression of them, you're ending up with a finished product that's a piece of art, more than just a stuffed or mounted animal. When I do something for myself, it's probably more for the memory of not so much the animal, but it could be a relationship with a person you hunted with, or there's a lot more into it than just shooting it with an arrow or shooting it with a bullet. And I think mounting that and having that, preserving that memory, not just the horns, but preserving, the animal and the memories of how you harvested that animal. That's what's important to me. There's a story and appreciation behind all the animals that I've killed. I can tell you from every single animal that I've gotten, the history on how that animal was harvested and what I remember and the memories of it. Just reflecting back, really that's all you have. In appreciation for, as you progress through life, is you have a future to look forward to, but you have a lot of memories, hopefully, to look back on and have appreciation for those memories.